Okay, so we have reviewed the basic structure of the care plan. The next slide explains how a care plan is typically constructed. First, we have what we call static information. This is information that will not change very often, such as personal details, key contacts, life history, etc. Next, we have a document called the care review. The care review is normally completed by the clinical lead, but it is a really important document that all staff need to be aware of that it exists and what it does. The care review provides a very detailed description of the needs of the resident. In the example in the video, we are loading a care review for a particular resident. Once the care review loads, you'll see on the left-hand side the different care domains. Against each care domain, you have a level of need, a description of what the current needs are of the resident, and any actions you wish staff to take. We will discuss later in this lesson how you can access this information quickly and easily. The next set of documents you will have in your care plan will be risk assessments. Again, these are typically completed by clinical leads, but like the care review, all care staff need to know that they exist and how to access them. We then come to a really important area of the care plan. Based on the care review and the risk assessments completed, the clinical lead will define which areas of monitoring the resident will need. Monitoring is what produces the alerts shown on the home status screen. It defines that this resident needs support with something, and this is the frequency that that support should be given. In the video you can see how the monitoring has been assigned to each resident. In this example you will see that the resident in question is being monitored for personal care. The monitoring says that we expect personal care to be recorded twice a day between the hours of 6 AM and 11:30 AM and 7 PM and 11:30 PM. If we then look on the home status screen, you will see that there is an outstanding task for personal care for this particular resident. Although monitoring is typically defined by the clinical leads, it is important to understand why you have alerts on the home status screen. Once the monitoring has been defined, the next section of the care plan is the responses to that monitoring. It is the action of the carer recording personal care or fluid intake or must assessments, for example, that will feed into the care plan. The final part of the care plan is what we call dynamic information. This is information that stems from incidents or events in the home outside of the typical monitoring process. This could be medical visits, a fall, a health issue, or just a general note of an observation. These are really important parts of the care plan and should not be ignored. The more information you can record, the better.